missing. This shit really hit it, I hit it, I'm lifting. No feelings exist, and they gone with the wind. It's like, trying my best and not quitting. Like, get on my head, I'ma get it right. Living for you.
So I took all the nuts out that were holding the tabs on, and I don't know if you can see here, all of my tabs line up perfect. Alright, so we ran a couple errands, and I think we're gonna try rebending some tubing. I think part of my problem was the sand I was using before was too fine, and then I have another trick that I'm gonna try. But I got some different sand, so we're gonna try filling up and packing this tubing. It's the same style tubing and everything, but we're gonna try making the front upper bar or the bash bar. Status update, we got the upper and lower bar bent. I got the upper and lower bar to match with this middle bend. I have a middle bend here, and then I have this outer bend on the end here. And I've been trying this trick where instead of like bending it in one spot, you do like, you know, you bend it once here, once here, once here, once here, and you kind of like do more of a, you know, you break it up into little pieces. You do it into 1-inch increments. So we got both of the front bars done. You can see that I don't have them lined up perfectly, but you can see we got them to both match each other. And then I took the angle grinder and I opened up this side of the fish mouth more, just because the bar's coming more towards the back side, that side. So now it like fits better. And then I measured the top of both of the frame horns, and they are completely level with each other, and they're like correct with each other forward and after the car. So we made sure that the distance from the outside edge here to here was the exact same on each side, and then we marked the frame rail here and here, so that way we made sure they lined up. I made my marks. I made 6 bends on this bend, this mark, or this mark, this mark, and this mark, and then 4 bends, or sorry, 4 compressions of the jack on this mark and this mark, and that got them to line up correctly. And then that way we now have a reference for how the bar is like square on the front of the car, and that way it's not too far this way or this way. It's perfectly centered. So this was, just so you guys know, this was exactly a 5-foot piece of metal, or a piece of tubing. We just gotta put a level on the end here and make sure it's not too far one way or the other, and then tack it in place. Then that'll be the top bar in place. Also, as you can see, I put the car on the ground. That way I can measure off the floor to the top or bottom of the frame horn here. That way I know both, it's gonna be like level. This bar is gonna be level side to side. So that's pretty much all we have to do for the lower part, and then we can work on getting the one below that on. What's going on, everybody? It's been a minute since I've filmed anything, but that's just because we've been doing a lot of welding and a lot of kind of the same stuff here and there. It's really cold out today, and I was completely out of fuel for my heater, so I just ran and got like 3 gallons of diesel fuel for the heater. So I gotta fill that up real quick, but let me show you guys what I've been doing on the front end of this thing. This should be like the last full night of like actual work. Unfortunately, I did not get to the event in Iowa that I was trying to go to. However, 3-day event in Sioux Falls, South Dakota that we're trying to hit this weekend. We're only gonna do the Saturday and Sunday of it, but it's currently Wednesday, so still got a bit of time, but it's coming down to the wire. As you can see, pretty much we're getting close to wrapping up. A lot of stuff is done. We got tow hooks on, headlight brackets on, radiator bracket on. We got the upper hoop and the lower hoops connected. We got the 2 main hoops connected. Okay, so nothing else has really happened quite yet, but I got the headlights mocked up, so I thought I'd just show you guys bracket that needs to be made is this inner headlight bracket. I literally just need to have a tab that goes from this hole to this bar. Same over here, literally right from there to there. That's all that needs to happen. It's not gonna be hard, but it's gotta be done, and then we can move on to cleaning up this whole front end, painting it, so on and so forth. The other thing I forgot to mention real quick is my good friend Cara took the time to repair the front bumper. I didn't realize how bad this was, but you can see not only did she stitch up the front lip after it was busted, but also the bumper here got the treatment and got all stitched back together. You can see there, this whole like lower section of the bumper was split in half. Like all through here was just like, it was two pieces. So you can see all in here, it was repaired all the way back to here. And then there's another split over here and another split there. So that got stitched back up, and now I got to figure out how I'm gonna put, how I'm gonna attach this front lip back on, but that's not really a priority right now, just because that has nothing to do with us going racing this weekend. So that's what you got. All right. Front end is fully wiped down. Or sorry, I should rephrase that. It's fully brushed and cleaned. Now it's time to just wipe it down, start the spraying process. I'm not going to film that because I don't want paint particles on my camera, but you guys will see the end result. Okay, so this is the third weekend in a row that I have not been able to go racing because something comes up. This time it has nothing to do with me, it's actually because of the car. I was swapping over my snow tires to the R888s, and one of my Blocks Racing wheel studs, extended wheel studs, just decided to break on me. And those are brand new as of like October. So, and I didn't trust any of the other ones, and there was another one where I could have just broke it off in my hand. But anyways, so these are the old, this is the old Blocks one, but I went ahead and ordered new ARP ones. I ordered a whole new ARP ones for the whole car. So that's what we're trying to make work right now. I gotta take the knuckles off, and we actually have to press the hubs out of the knuckles in order to get these replaced, but it's gonna be worth it. I trust these ARPs. I should have just got them in the first place, but that's why you don't buy cheap parts. But anyways, you guys saw I have the headlights on, I have the radiator in, I have the hoses hooked up, and I threw about a gallon of coolant in. So next is gonna be, oh, and then also I kind of like spruced up the wiring harness, and I made sure it was all like taped up and everything.